So hi guys, my name is Nachiketa and welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm gonna be discussing the prospects of getting a master's degree versus sitting for placements. You should watch this video if you're a little confused in deciding between the two, because I went through the same phase. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tell when masters could be a better option, when placements could be a better option, or getting a job. And if you do want to get, even if you do want to get your master's degree, should you work for a year, like sit for your college placements, then go get a degree, or should you go directly after your undergrad? Now let's talk about when you should consider going for a master's degree. You should think about it if A, you're sure about which field you want to work in or want to specialize in. Let's say I have an undergrad in CS and I want to build my expertise further, then I could consider a master's in CS. Or if I'm interested in data science, I want to build an expertise in that, then I could consider a master's degree in data science, right? You should do this if you're sure about the field you want to work in. B, you don't mind studying for another year or two. So some people after undergrad get tired of studying and do not want to work. If you do not mind studying, because master's is only for a year or two, it can even be less than 1 year. For example, MIT's Masters in Business Analytics program is only for 10 months, right? So it will mostly be between 1 year and 2, but it has very intensive coursework and is conceptually more tougher than the studies that you do in your undergrad. So if you do not mind studying, you want to specialize in your field, and you also want to multiply your job prospects, which happens after you get a master's degree, then you should consider that. For example, if you look at the job qualifications of Facebook, Google, these top companies, let's say for a specialized field like data science, their qualification itself mentions having a master's degree in data science, right? So it will multiply your job prospects. If you don't have a master's degree, you have to offset that by getting work experience in that domain. So master's degree will help you, but you have to be sure about your field and you have to be ready for the coursework. Now, when could placements or getting a job be a better option? If you're someone, let's say, who doesn't want to study anymore and simply wants to implement his or her skills in the industry, then placements could be a good option. Also, if you want to earn money and you want to become financially independent sooner, then placements could be a better option, because masters is an expensive process. You're probably going to have to take a big loan as well for that. So in these scenarios, placement could be a better option. Now, coming to those people who have decided that they want to get a master's degree but are confused if they should do it immediately after undergrad or work for some time. For example, if you are in your final year or coming to your final year, companies will start coming to your college for placements, and that's when you have to make a decision if you want to sit for placements or you want to leave that process and prepare for your master's applications, giving your GRE, TOEFL, and getting done with your applications. It again depends on what you want, right? First of all, if you're not sure about which field you want a master's degree, if you're still confused, then master's might not be a good option right now. For example, if I'm just interested in data science and I'm thinking about getting a master's in data science, but I'm still confused if I'm going to like it or not, then it's probably better to wait. Let's say work as a data scientist in a startup or a company for a year. This will give you much more insights about what that field could actually look like and if it's something that you really want to do. Because masters is gonna take a lot of time, a lot of money, and you have to put in lots of effort. So if you're not sure about your field, it's better to get some work experience in a relevant field, and then go. Second, when deciding if you should go for masters immediately, it's important you shortlist your universities. I made a separate video on this, but you have to decide what are the universities out there that I would want to go in. Get a list of, let's say, 10-15 universities that would be ideal for you. Now, you have to weigh in your chances by comparing your profile with the average profile at that university, and you have to make an assumption of how good are your chances of getting into that university. For example, if I want to get into Carnegie Mellon University, which is one of the best universities out there, at least in the fields of CS and data science, then I know I have to have a good profile, which I might not have right now. In these scenarios, getting a year of work experience in a relevant field will help make your profile really strong. So if you're targeting some universities in which you feel you do not have a good chance right now, then it's better to work for a year and then apply for a master's program. If you're someone who just wants to get a master's degree and is not really particular about getting at a very good university, then you can go immediately, because there are lots of colleges. Some colleges will definitely give you an admission. So these are the factors I think you should consider when deciding between masters and placements. And if it did give you some sort of insight, do like this video and subscribe to this channel. If there's anything else you want to see, do leave that in the comments, and see you in the next video.